face. His eyes started to glitter and his nostrils quiver. He lifted up a hand, reached in, and pulled a longish hair out of my chin. "Ouch!" I said. "That's an incipient beard," he said, handing me the hair and walking off. That was the thing about Alan. You never knew if you were going to be kissed or unsettled, but you couldn't wait to see what would come next. The trouble with death is there is no next. There is only what was, and for that I am profoundly and heartbrokenly grateful. The last thing we did together was change a plug on a standard lamp in his hospital room. The task went the same way as everything we have ever done together. I had a go, he told me to try something else. I tried, and it didn't work, so he had a go. I got impatient and took it from him, and tried again, and it still wasn't right. We both got slightly irritable. Then he patiently took it all apart again and got the right lead into the right hole. I screwed it in. We complained about how fiddly it was. Then we had a cup of tea. It took us at least half an hour. He said afterwards, "Well, it's a good thing I decided not to be an electrician." I am still heartbroken that Alan is gone, but these diaries bring back so much of what I remember of him. There is that sweetness I mentioned, his generosity, his championing of others, his fierce critical eye, his intelligence, his humour. Alan was the ultimate ally. In life, art, and politics, I trusted him absolutely. He was, above all things, a rare and unique human being, and we shall not see his like again. Emma Thompson.
Introduction. Moviegoers caught their first sight of Alan Rickman in 1988 in the action thriller Die Hard. At the age of 42, antediluvian by Hollywood standards, he was cast as Hans Gruber, a Teutonic terrorist who has seized control of a Los Angeles skyscraper and taken hostages. So far, so unremarkable. Expectations for the film were modest and early reviews mixed. This, though, did nothing to dent its popularity at the box office, which grew by word of mouth. Starring Bruce Willis as an NYPD detective, Gruber's nemesis, Die Hard alerted audiences around the globe to the talented Mr. Rickman, whose devil-may-care interpretation of a psychopath stole the show and received a deluge of plaudits. As a New Yorker critic later noted, Gruber likes nice suits, reads magazines, misquotes Plutarch. No one ever looked so brilliantly uninterested while firing a machine gun or executing a civilian. As portrayed by Rickman, Gruber seems to possess a strange fatalism, as if he expects to lose and to die all along. Lord Byron quipped that after the publication of his poem Childe Harold, he awoke one morning and found himself famous. The same might be said of Alan Rickman and Die Hard. Until then, his career had largely been forged in Britain, most notably at the Royal Shakespeare Company, where, in 1985, he stood out in plays such as Les Liaisons Dangereuses. But before then, in 1982, he appeared on BBC television in a series adapted from Anthony Trollope's Barchester novels. Perfectly cast as the Reverend Obadiah Slope, a slimy hypocrite with a toe-curling smile, Alan demonstrated that he was as at home on screen as he was on the stage. Global stardom may have taken its time to embrace him, but there was surely never any doubt that it would eventually do so. Blessed with a voice that could make fluctuations on the stock market sound seductive, and a delivery that was hypnotically unhurried, it was obvious that Alan had a natural gift for acting. To him, it was more a vocation than a profession, and he was irked by those who sought to disparage it, and in awe of anyone who devoted their life to it. As his diaries demonstrate, acting is not merely a means of escape, in itself a wondrous thing, but a portal to a greater understanding of what it means to be human. However, it was not how he originally sought to make a living. Born in 1946 in the London working-class suburb of Acton, Alan Sidney Patrick Rickman was the second of 4 children.